Most copywriters don't understand what real value even looks like. They send outreach after outreach, wondering why they don't get a client when they just send hot garbage to their prospects. But Yannick, I'm delivering value. No, you are clearly not. Which is why in this video we will finally get clear on how to actually deliver value so you can step up your game of outreach and close your first client as fast as possible, guys. So let's get right into the concept of giving value, guys. So the whole baseline we will operate under in this video is that you only close clients if you give value to them upfront, guys. That's the only solution, which is true, by the way. You only get clients by delivering value of some sort, guys. High volume simply does not work anymore, And there are two ways of giving value to potential copywriting clients that we will talk about in this video, guys. So let's get right into method number one. Information, guys. This is like the first kind of way to do value for others, to provide value This is where we send new information, like huge emphasis on the word new here, to the prospect that he can utilize in his own business, which will help him make more money or get more leads, as simple as that. So just some kind of new piece of information he can implement on his own, that will help him with kind of making money, So yeah, the key to nailing this is to talk about something in depth that he might not know about already, guys. So yeah, if you talk about something he already knows, chances are it's not going to be valuable for him because he already knows that he needs to be building a landing page, for example, So talk about kind of new information. This is what is going to make the whole thing valuable. So yeah. And also, guys, don't explain it in an overcomplicated way. Don't go too much in the realm of like science class, kind of rocket science, Keep things easy and keep them simple so it becomes like very kind of easy to understand. So yeah. We basically send new information in the form of videos, and usually we choose the platform Loom for that. We send over Looms to these people because that's like working right now, Texts and audios, on the other hand, would be way too hard to consume, guys. If you talk about new information in an audio for like 3 to 4 minutes or something, no one is ever going to listen to that, So at least the videos are kind of engaging if you have like a presentation prepared and stuff. So yeah. And just to give you an idea on what information could look like, I'm going to give you some examples for inspiration, guys. Let's say you reach out to an online fitness coach, He has a sales page or like call booking page in his bio, But he doesn't have an email list, meaning he doesn't offer some sort of a newsletter or like some sort of a lead magnet, What you could do is record a Loom video for him in which you tell him about a new opportunity or like unique mechanism without making it too salesy, of course, Don't say, oh, I have this new opportunity prepared for you that is going to make you millions if you follow this framework, blah, blah, blah. Please keep it prolific. Please keep it like normal, So yeah, you tell him about the lead magnet funnel basically, and then you go on explaining, guys. So yeah, we record a free video training on losing weight with the vegan diet, and people can opt in on a like landing page and receive it via email, and we can nurture them with like promo mails to get them to book a call, which will result in more money, blah, blah, blah. We can nurture them, we can get setters to close these people on the phone and stuff, blah, blah, blah. Basically, you just explain the mechanism, you explain the topic in an easy and simple manner so people actually understand what you are talking about, and it's not like very overcomplicated, You basically just explain the mechanism, the new information you are going to give to them, So the feature will be the lead magnet funnel, because that's essentially the thing you are pitching to him, like the whole vehicle kind of, And the benefit will be many new leads that can be sold to or like more money in the long run. That's like the whole benefit, because people are only interested in money. Only talk about the lead magnet funnel in the beginning, but then go on talking about how this particular lead magnet funnel is going to benefit him, how it is going to make him more money or get him more leads, because that's what people care about. Don't tie your whole offer, your whole pitch to the feature. Always tie it to the benefit, guys. So yeah, another example for this would be the webinar launch. So You can basically just like do a 60 to 90 minute kind of masterclass in which you give like that's like basically the thing you say to the client, by the way. Yeah, you do the masterclass 60 to 90 minutes, then we have a special offer at the end, and then we have another sales page at the back end after the webinar is finished, and people can buy the program, blah, blah, blah. You just explain the thing to them, you know? So yeah, these are examples for giving value in the form of information, guys. And now we will talk about method number 2, implementation, guys. This is where we act on the new information we have for the prospect, but we already fulfill the thing for him upfront, which he can implement in his business and which will help him make more money. So basically, we don't just tell him about the new information, we just implement the thing already, just create the thing that is going to help him, you know? This is like the ultimate form of providing value. Instead of just yapping and explaining, which of course can be valuable because consultancies exist, you know? But yeah, acting on it, actually fulfilling the thing already will be a little bit better. Of course, some people might not understand why this will be valuable to them. So that's why you have to explain it first in the Loom or something. And yeah, that's just for your basic understanding, you know. You basically already create the thing that you would otherwise have talked about, guys. So you essentially act on the new information. So yeah. The key to nailing this is to create something tangible or useful that he can directly implement into his business without friction, guys. So please think about this. It has to be implementable, you know. A single email won't work. It won't be implementable. You can't just, I take this email and now I put it into my email service provider and I will send it out. How is it going to make money? How is it going to work, you know? What you could do instead is like write a whole new landing page copy for his like sales page or like landing page, and yeah, he can basically just change out the copy easily, you know. It's like implementable, tangible, and useful. So yeah, always provide useful and tangible implementation, guys. And as a copywriter, we send implementation in the form of samples. So in Google Docs or like in active websites, if you decide to go with like a landing page or sales page or something, always send these things over, you know, email sequences or landing pages in Google Docs, and like existing websites, you just send them over the link, right? And to give you an idea on what implementation could look like, I'm going to give you the exact example from before, guys. The online fitness coach. He has a sales page or like a call booking page in his bio, but he doesn't have an email list, meaning he doesn't offer some sort of newsletter or lead magnet. What you could do is create or write a lead magnet opt-in page for him with sick copy, guys, you know? So yeah, you don't just talk about like, the nice lead magnet funnel and we are going to make money. You just create the welcome sequence, or you just create the lead magnet opt-in page, you know? You can decide this for yourself depending on what you think the client wants to see in his inbox, you know? Deliver things he might consider valuable to himself. So yeah. Another example will be, he has a sales page, but also a lead magnet and email marketing, you know, but no nice welcome sequence that gets sent directly after opting in for the lead magnet. So he essentially doesn't have a very kind of high quality email marketing, you know, meaning he doesn't have 5 to 8 emails, you know, that nurture the prospect into trusting the creator and wanting to buy something. So now you could write a full welcome email sequence for him to actually deliver the value up front, you know? And these are examples for giving value in the form of implementation, guys. So please understand, you should understand by now that these are the only 2 methods to give value to someone when it comes to outreach, guys. You either provide new information, something they don't utilize in their business as of now, or you provide tangible and useful implementation, or in other words, just something that is easily implementable in his own ecosystem or funnel, you know? And yeah, that's already everything I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. If you want even more sauce on copywriting, outreach and stuff, feel free to check out my free school. There's a free 2-hour outreach masterclass in there where I go even more in depth on like the whole concept of value. I show you the best 2 outreach methods in there. Like, you know, you can see it when you join. And yeah, there are only 164 people in there, so you are still pretty early because there will be thousands of people inside. I will review your outreaches in there and answer your questions. So it's almost like a paid mentorship. Hope to see you inside. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.